Good morning, everybody. Matrix here. It's March 7th, 10:45 a.m. And in this trade recap, I want to show you my Kryptonite. So I took 3 trades today on Tesla, and it's a red day for me. But I want to show you this one big issue that I personally have all the time, and I'm trying my best to try to resolve this problem. And I personally think this little problem that I have personally affects a lot of traders as well. Basically, it has been detrimental to why it's taking me so long for my own personal growth and success. So Tesla was a ticker that I didn't plan for today. However, while I was in the chat room this morning, one of the members called out the double top on Tesla. So I quickly turned the chart and I was watching this, and the stock went, one of the trick trades member called it out. The stock was around this area, and he says, Tesla double top coming up. So I quickly turned the charts. And the first thing I saw was this 281 double top coming right up. He's right. It was pushing parabolic as well. So basically, when it came up and I saw this 281 reject, I also saw the doji. I took the trade right here on this candle. And then it started to work, but then it got bought right back up, and eventually the stock shot up and through my stop loss. Okay, so my stop loss was a little bit around this area here. Maybe it was too tight, maybe it wasn't. We don't know. But anyways, I took the short here. It blew over and I stopped out. Now this is not the big problem here. This trade is not the big problem for my Kryptonite. This double top at a key psychological whole number resistance, and also a key resistance at the opening push here. This is one of the setups that it works more often than not. And if it doesn't work, there really is no big deal. I mean, as traders, all we can do is just take the high probability setup trades and then just either let it work or it doesn't, right? So stop out, no problem. Here is my biggest problem. And this happens to me more often than I'd like to admit, but I believe this is very important for somebody to learn. Once I took this loss and I recognized that it's a breakout, I waited for one candle pullback, and then I saw it hold this 281.50 area here, right? So I'm like, okay, so it's not a short, it's not a double top, it's a long. So I get in right away, literally, on this breakout candle on the long. And once I did, it started to work, hits the 283. Now, because I have lost some money here on this first trade, when the stock came up to the 283s area right here, I did not take any profits, right? I just let it ride. I'm thinking, okay, I quickly glanced over at the chart here, the daily chart on Tesla, and I noticed the 284 as a key resistance area. As I was looking at this pop candle here, the high of this candle on March 5th is 284. This was the next key area of resistance. So when it came up to 283, I didn't take profits. I was aiming for 284, and basically I set the stop a little bit below the previous low. So I stopped out here right away as this candle came down, this big flush candle. This freaked me out, and I stopped out, right? So this was basically another losing trade. So this is back-to-back losing trades. Now, what I want to talk about is, had I not been so emotional and cared so much about this loss and trying to get this back right away and literally chase this, looking back at this candle right now, this is a chase. chase long, in my opinion, as the stock has already made one great big move, and this is another second big move where I'm chasing. I should have waited. I should have waited on the confirmation of this breakout. Okay, on this breakout here, this double top breakout, it didn't really confirm. Yeah, it held the 281.50 and pushed right away, but I should have seen that this is an overextension. This is not a real pullback yet, and I should have waited. And obviously, looking back at it in hindsight, it came back and held this 281, bounced off of it, and it kind of double bottom, made a little quick double bottom, proving its strength right here. So what happened was I was waiting once again, and I saw this quick double bottom, and then I saw this red candle got bought right back up. This red candle got bought right back up again as it's trying to fail, and I noticed this little cupping pattern right here, and I'm thinking, okay, now it's ready. And I got in long right here, risking a little bit under around this area here, and basically the trade started working. And the trade started working as it came up to around the 283 areas again. I paid myself some. This time I learned my lesson, paid myself some on this breakout candle. And then it did reach the 284, but I didn't take anything off because I left some just in case it does want to break up and over the 284. And it did. I guess another mistake, this is actually a pretty minor mistake, but it's still a mistake nonetheless, is I should have took some right here once I saw this rejection candle, right? Or once this started flushing, I should have started taking a little bit off. But once I paid myself here, I basically set my stop. I paid myself a majority. I set my stop a little bit right around here on this breakout area. So this little cupping handle, this little cupping action, it broke out, right? So I set my stop right around here, and the stock stopped me out after. Okay, that was the 3 trades. I got a little bit of money back on the 3rd trade, but overall, I'm still in the red. Now, looking at this right now, had I set my stop to or leave my stop to around this area here, the stock never came back to my entry price, okay? And the trade overall is still working. I mean, the chart overall is still looking bullish. I mean, right now it made a quick double bottom here, and it kind of held the 50 EMA as well, and holding the 282. But like, once again, I want to reiterate, is the emotional side, my kryptonite, is when after a lot of times after my first trade, when it doesn't work out, I want to get back in right away. Even though I was flexible enough to reverse my bias and understand that this is a bullish chart, I got in too soon, way too soon, because of my emotional control. I wanted to get my money back right away, and this actually compounded my loss. These 2 trades, the second trade compounded my loss and initially kind of doubled it, right? So from here, even after the 3rd good trade, I'm still in the red. So hopefully you guys have can take away a nice little piece of nugget here, what not to do. Okay, do not get overly emotional, do not get too anxious after you take a loss, because losses do happen. I mean, this loss, I totally have no problem accepting it. This first loss here, I totally have no problem with accepting this loss. It's the fact that I try to get it back right away that kind of contradicts my mindset of thinking, oh, it's just a loss, but it's not, because I want to try to get it back right away. So at the end of the day, it's a red day for me. Big piece of nugget, big lesson here for me, and I hope this will serve as a great lesson for you guys on what not to do as well in the future. Now, before I close this recap out, I want to mention that Trick today, he took NVDA, okay, and I saw this live in real time. Here's the NVDA chart. I saw this live in real time, and he took it on an options trade, okay. He pulled up his P&L from entry to close. I think he hasn't closed it yet. I'm not logged in right now, but I think he's still in the trade. He took a short right here on the options. And right away, as this snapped through, he made a huge killing of it already. Every member in the room saw the P&L, and he basically paid himself some on this big wash candle. He paid himself some here around this area, and then he paid a lot for himself here, I believe around this area too. And he had very few contracts left, and he just let it ride. Okay, after paying himself, he made a killing. I'm not at a luxury of disclosing how much money he made, but all the Trick Trades members in here saw this trade and saw the P&L, and he basically traded this perfectly. So what I want to say is, if you are not into options, okay, Trick has an options DVD that's going on sale right now. It's called the Boss Assassin DVD. Now, this DVD is, I personally have it as well, so I know the strategy behind it, and if I were to have an options account, I would be trading it as well. He killed it for, I believe, over 100% on this trade, right? And all the members who have bought the DVD has been using it and have been loving it as well. I want to show you guys another a quick testimonial here that I saw today on the Boss DVD. Yeah, okay. So right here, I'm going to bring into screen share. This morning at 9:25, before the market opened, this gentleman says he got 100% return on SPY yesterday in almost 20 minutes on the options side of things. So it's the Boss Assassin DVD. Okay, there is a discount on it right now. It's for $100 off. Discount code BOSS100, all lowercase. The link to the DVDs in my video description. Okay, I want to show you another testimonial here. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay. This testimonial was also this morning. So it's been a month here, and honestly, I'm amazed. I follow Matrix from another place. So my prior chat room, okay, before I came back to Trick Trades, I've been live trading, paper trading, and I've not been profitable going live yet with stocks. But since switching to this chat and options trading, my trading has turned around. Okay, so this guy, here is his testimonial of coming to Trick Trades and learning from Trick, and using my referral code in the video description links as well. So if you are serious about trading and about turning your trading around, I definitely implore you to check this out. Every single person who has followed my who has Skate Thoughts and followed my how do you say this? What's that word I'm looking for? Well, I wouldn't say advice. My suggestion, yes, that's the word. My suggestion to come over to Trick Trades has been winning, killing it, learning a lot, and turning their trading around. So I do implore you to check out my video link description below. If you enjoy this little recap, my lesson, my very real lesson of how I lost today, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. And I'll see you guys all bright and early tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Ciao.